Hey everybody, Jabba the Griffin here, closing out round two with my last narration of the round. We have Gacu versus Marcop. We're in the losers bracket right here. Gacu dropped, I believe, to Tama Home, and Marcop, whatever you're in the mood for, lost to Ban Manaphy. So they both are linked via the Advanced Cup, where both those players were in the finals, where Tamahome beat Manaphy. But anyway, so this right here is a early elimination match. Whoever loses here will drop a fat 0-2 and be out until next year. So let's jump into this one. See what we got. We're leading off. We got Venusaur against Titar. Pretty favorable lead matchup for Gaku. Can just drop a early powder, even if that's Lum. Nothing should really kill the Venusaur from a Lum set. I don't think a Lum Fire Blast will kill. Maybe it's EV dependent, but I'm doubtful. But we'll see what happens. He just starts with a seed actually, which is surprising, and then that's a CB slide. So that's just a huge chunk. He'll probably powder now, and then he'll have to probably switch out because that's Celebi's not good for him. Or he could just assume that he's gonna switch out to get proc the natural cure and then powder again. That's the ballsier play. He does stay in and seed again, which also works. Now he can drop another powder. And this will, even though it took that 88% chunk from the rock slide, he'll be able to heal a very good amount of that back up. We'll see right now if he expects maybe the Celebi to come back in, and if he has an answer for that. Interesting move. I don't. He said my bad. So I guess he just forgot that was a thing he couldn't do. Unfortunately, loses him a ton of momentum. Pretend you leached. That's one way to look at it. I'm not entirely sure what last two moves the lead Venusaur usually runs anyway. HP Fire, Giga Drain probably, which meant that that if the Celebi was expected to move is to double there. Anyway, he gets back in on the Suicune with the Venusaur. Looks like he should be faster. So we'll see how he responds to the Celebi probably coming in this time. And this time he pivots to Skarmory, which is definitely better than sleep powdering it. So now he can drop a layer here. He just leads off with the roar. Maybe Magneton checking, which is probably smart with a team like Marco has. Now we'll probably start dropping a couple layers. Might drop another one here too. We have no inclination what kind of Celebi set this is, so if that's offensive, that does look like offensive damage, where +1 would do 60-ish. He just goes for the roar again, doesn't want to play the game where he kind of spikes up and then it gets a CM and then maybe it crits and then maybe it's a problem for the rest of his team. Does land a poison on the Porygon, which is pretty big. It's almost dead. We'll see what he values more. Another layer or the Skarmory's health total. Probably the Skarmory's health total. And he does, so he goes to the his pert, and that'll let the Suicune get a rest in if it wants to. If it's even rest with Surf Ice Beam. We're not seeing a lot of Surf Ice Beam Calm Mind rest these days, actually. He does get a huge freeze on that pert, though. And it's HP Grass. Wow. So that is a mega freeze he just landed. So that's going to be CM3 attacks with... I mean, I'm assuming CM. I guess it could be something else, but... for 3-attack roar. I mean, I guess that could be a thing in a crazy world. But anyway, he lands a kill in the pert, which is going to be pretty huge. T-Tar asleep at 50% when it comes back in. Toxic Porygon 2. This is a CM. That's a roar. That's pretty cool. That's Roar Venusaur. Oh man, that's pretty neat. I like that. I don't think I've ever seen Venusaur use roar in my pretty much entire life, but it does unfortunately roar out the Doug trio, which takes the Venusaur out, and now he's gonna be struggle. Looks like this may be a kind of CM spam variant, which looks absolutely terrible for Gaku's team. It just looks focusing while he's sleeping. I don't know if last time I've seen that. It's pretty hilarious how it shows up on the thing. Anyway, yeah, like I'm saying, you know, without any dedicated kind of special wall like Blissey, Gaku's team is gonna be rough in this end game unless she's got an arrow in the back. That's usually the best bet for cleaning this up. No, it's a Magneton, and I mean we'll see what the last is. Even something as simple. Well, you're gonna need to get past the Porygon 2 with anything, which is why I like Arrow. Yeah, Toxics. Then he T-bolts, which accomplishes nothing when the Dougie's coming into revenge anyway. He's gonna wear that Earthquake down, you know. He just needs to protect 14 more times, and then he wins this. And I think the odds of that are like pretty high. I don't know the exact numbers. So we'll see. Oh, there it is. There's the arrow. Well, that's absolutely perfect. Yeah, this will be a little tough because of how he's gonna have to pivot this in. So he's gonna have to go to the T-Tar. He shouldn't CM. He should just he should CM. Yeah, you can't break both these at the same time, both the Celebi and the Jirachi. I think he needed to play. He needed to play for the arrow a lot earlier. I think he needed to get it in when he could, because every time it's coming in, it's just gonna get a kill. I'm not sure. I'm a huge fan of. I mean, losing Pert the way he did hurts a lot. I don't know. So even with the best Mon in the matchup as his last, he just couldn't break through the resistance cores with the arrow. DD Mence maybe could have done it. I don't think you're getting past the Porygon 2, but I'm not 100% sure. Might have been his best bet. I don't know, just a real tough matchup for Gaku. The sort of CM spam just does really well against what Gaku brought. Obviously, you have the arrow, and the arrow pushes a lot of damage in on most of the stuff Marcop has, but besides that, the rest of the team just kind of falls over the second Celebi or Suicune CMs, and then obviously he lost a few things to the Doug trio. So not a great matchup. You know, those sort of things happen. He tried his best given the circumstances, given just Pert getting insta-gived by a freeze. But you know, not much he could have done to dig himself out unless he found a way to play more aggressively. It's hard to both play aggressively with the arrow and then also get the spikes down, which you kind of need. So just tough. I don't know how many times I can say it was a tough matchup before I end the video. At least 3 or 4 times, I guess. Anyway, let's see if you know Marcop, and keep the team advantage momentum going into the next match.